Death wheel, cut, smash, rip, shred, and then fix. Let's go. There's a sight you haven't seen in a while. All right, this car needs lots of loving. So, problem right now is the rust is starting to take over. I've got not a lot of time before a really big car show that I'm very excited to check out and go to this year. And my goal is to take care of all this problem before that show. But I'm going to try to take care of the undercarriage issues all on the back end of this car. Number one, I'm going to start with dismantling. I'm going to take all the back end apart, take the interior out where I need to cut and weld. That way I have something to start with. Get this back end up in the air, take some exhaust off, take the fuel tank out, and see how far we can make it today. There's not a lot of material left. The trunk pan's gone. Rockers are pretty rough. I think this side has had a patch panel on it because it's a different color. But I got lots to deal with here. This is a particularly terrible spot. One piece at a time. My goal is to get this done. Interior, mostly removed. Headliner's still in. I don't know if I'm going to pull that. But this kind of shows the extent of what the damage is looking like here. It's a lot. It's all the way up the wheel arch, which I knew, I was aware of. So the trunk drops here are gone on both sides. When I put a light over here, you'll see it, but same idea. All the way up the car is pretty much missing. When I get into the back seat area, there you go. Oh yeah, into here too. And then this doesn't look far off. Oh, look at this hump here. Right here. That's gone too. Wiring back, take the bumper off. Oh, I got more plastic. Oops. Take the plastic out, get the harnesses back out of the way, and let's get ready to lift it in the air, take the fuel tank out. I think I got it staged up pretty well how I need to. Last guy or person that owned this, I don't know who it was, they did a lot of fiberglass work in here and try to patch it up that way. So I'm going to start cutting all that out. We're going to see. I'm going to try to knock it all loose and see what I can get. And that way it'll help me figure out what shapes I have to make these new pieces in and start dropping them in place and kind of go with that. That's just a little pile. It's aluminum and tar, I think, mostly. Maybe some fiberglass. Maybe there's some metal, but most of it aluminum, rivets, all sorts of good stuff. Yep. So that happened. Frame rails are solid. So there's structure here still. This is just a panel. Yep. So, game plan. Knock this whole trunk panel out. I also will, at that point, delete the tank hangers because this one here is toasted. That one there is not any much gooder. And fortunately for me, I'm a hoarder and I have other stuff. Let's have a gander here real quick. There we go. Can you see that? That's a picture of the car sitting in my barn, and that is the underside. It kind of lays in just like this, in fact. The solution is going to be just to make it yellow, right? Because, yep, that's the most logical answer I have. So, death wheel, cut, smash, rip, shred, and then fix. Let's go. There it is, deleted. Now I'm going to come in here and start drilling out spot welds along the frame rail on the interior of this panel and try to clear this out and prep it. Well, I went out to my parts car and took what I needed, so of course this is a lot nicer to fix than what I had. Set it in here just to see. It does obviously physically drops in. It's the same piece, right? It's similar. Have to be trimmed up to fit just properly. But it gives me some hope here because it looks about 10 times better than what the old one did. No shortage of work that still needs to be done on this machine. Tons of it, in fact, especially before it's back on the road. And my timeline is not that far out. So, like, we're talking less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. It's going to be close. I mean, I put this car together originally with a 30-day timeline, but I did not have this much metal work to do. And I am not a metalwork kind of guy. So I decided to come back out tonight and play. So once this trunk pan is all prepped and ready, I am going to weld it in place and get it landed so it doesn't move. And that'll let me have a bit of freedom to move on to one of the trunk drops. So those will have to get done anyways, but once I discovered how bad the trunk pan was here, it took over and it needed to get done too, but I'm glad because it kind of worked out okay. So I have patch panels from other cars I could use in these areas, but some of this stuff's probably just going to be handmade fixes. I think the other car's part for this rear drop seemed crispy, but maybe I can use pieces of it or something. And yeah, I don't know. I'll fly by the seat of my pants. Oh, excuse me. Perfect. All right. I'm off. When I lifted, you could see the entire interior floor of the car would drop down and the body would go up. So the frame was cracked on this side, or starting to crack. It was starting to split. It was quite a ways through. The driver's side only just began. So I made the decision to fix it.